Well, welcome to episode 13 with 85 weeks to go. And you can see I'm gearing up for clearly what's going to be cooler weather as I move out of Australia and head down the Southern Ocean in December. And I came across this rabbit fur lined thing. I've actually got two of them because one's bound to get quite wet and they're quite toasty. Not needed today. But I've had an interesting week or two. Just last week I went down to the Prom and I've posted some shots of that, but there's some in this blog as well. And that was a great trip. Great in the sense that nothing broke and the boat performed incredibly well. Challenging a bit for me in that I was a bit seasick for a couple of days. I'm not normally seasick, but I don't know, there was just something about what was going on that made me a bit seasick for a couple of days, so I was a little bit miserable. But while I was out there, I was keeping everyone who would care about me in touch with where I am with my Spot Connect. And this is a pretty simple device. It's connected via satellite, so I don't have to be within any telephone network at all, and I just hit a button that says I'm okay and it gives a lat and long. So if you want to follow me going forward, this gets posted onto my Facebook page, and some special postings to loved ones such as daughters who are very keen to know where I am at any point in time. Next week, this coming week, I'm going to take a run down to Tasmania. It's about a 400-mile round trip to the north coast of Tasmania, and again I'm just trying a few things out on the boat given the months and months of improvements that I've made to it. It's also been an interesting past week because I've been thinking a bit about the wisdom of actually doing this trip, and there's a few triggers behind that. There's something about the proximity of leaving in December, which is now about 8 or 9 weeks away, that has brought forward in very real texture what it is I'm about to do. And through the year I've been busy on the boat, and in one sense it's been distracting, but I'm now faced with the reality of what it is that I want to do, and I do want to do this, and I am going to do it, leave in December and head off for the UK. But coinciding with that thinking, we've had a couple of withdrawals from the 30 entrants. These are my fellow entrants in the Golden Globe race 2018, and there's something just about that. Both withdrawals have been for different reasons, but there's something about that just has led me to sort of stop and pause and say, that's interesting. Why are they bailed out? And they've got their reasons for doing that, but I probably wouldn't be entirely sane if I didn't ask myself every other day, is this a good thing that I'm doing? Shane, is this a sensible thing that I'm doing? Plenty of other people keep asking me that question, and I still ask myself that, but on the other days I'm full of optimism and delusion, so on balance it works out fine. But I've started reading, I'm a bit fascinated that one's mind can sort of go to many different places when you're confronting a challenge such as this. And it led me to pick up a book called The Mind Gym. And it's got, it's really a bunch of stories, more generally about sport and how people who succeed in sport, what they do with their thinking. And there is, I say, as much of a challenge in the preparation and the mental preparation for a sail around the world as there is the challenge in just the sail in and of itself. So I'm finding that to be actually a good thing, because it's leading me just to prepare myself, not just the boat, but my body and also my mind for what's going to be a challenging time. Anyway, when I'm back from Tasmania at the end of the week, I'll post another blog. I'll try and take a few more pics and videos. So if you want to follow me on that trip this coming week, go to my Facebook site. Thanks for watching.